I want to be present in my businesses. I want to be present in my relationships. And I just think that we can all get caught up with the fast pace of technology and doing and going and hustling and grinding. But I think that your real strength in life, if you said this as an observer, if you can be poised, I don't care what storm you go through in life, because we're all going to go through storms. More money, more problems. It's life. You have to be willing to adapt constantly adapt, constantly shift your mindset. So number one thing is you have to build your character. You have to find that leader within yourself, because when you do and you become poised, no matter what happens externally, tornadoes, hurricanes, you're gonna lose. Death is part of life. You're gonna lose people that you love. Your businesses are gonna fail. You're gonna, things are gonna happen, and it's part of it. Who would have thought that, the President of the United States would have went through bankruptcy, right? Would have went through the amount of, there's a lot of things he's gone through. It's just, you look at everyone out there that we admire, they have gone through struggle, but they take ownership of their life. Nobody else does it for them. They're taking ownership of it.
Isn't that amazing? Brother, I've done a lot of conversations I've had in my life that affect me like this one has. Our former president, by the way, didn't even really get raised by his own father, right? Didn't come from a perfect family. Wasn't even raised all the time by his mother, and he becomes leader of the free world, right? And so when you say things like this, man, I'm just so moved by that. You have a massive spirit. So,
I really think that I'm ready to start sharing a lot more. I've done, I launched my show, Leaders Create Leaders, and for me, I'm a storyteller. I love shining light on others. I love, because I'm a student, just like you. I'm a student, and I think that's how you grow in life.
I enjoyed today. I want you to give everybody a gift, though, because I feel like I don't want to have somebody sit next to me that's accomplished all that you've accomplished without asking everything I could possibly get in the little window. So if someone's watching this, they got a chance to have lunch with you. Your legacy, you're too young for legacy right now, okay? So they get access to you right now. They get, which would be expensive, but they got access to a lunch with you, right? And they could ask you things about their life or being an entrepreneur, getting their life going. They're at a stage right now where they go, you know what, you've inspired me, Gerard. I do need to change my life. I do need to make some shifts. I need to be gutsy enough, like you were, to maybe make a decision like you did out of college. Gutsy enough to get off the mat when I lose the $20 million. Gutsy enough after I sell my business to go find founders now, right? Like, these are all gutsy calls that took vision, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm ready to do that. But now I gotta go. I gotta start. What would you say to me? What would your advice be to someone who's now ready to go? They're gonna start their business. They're gonna transform their body. They're gonna transform their family or their spiritual life. What advice would you give them?
Well, I would tell them they got to inherit what I call being world class. This has took me a long time to even come to this term of what it means to be world class, similar to maxing out. And for me, the definition of world class is it's very simple. It's being amongst the best. I'm right now, you know why we're world class? I'm amongst the best, bro. Like I'm sitting next to Ed Milet in one of his unbelievable mansions on Laguna Beach. Like, this didn't just happen. I created this reality. And how did I create this reality? How can you create this reality? It's by becoming world class. It's becoming amongst the best. It's by setting a highest standard for yourself, being of the highest caliber in all aspects of your life. So what I would tell you is you need to sit back and reflect. Are you really ready to be world class in all aspects of your life? Are you really to step up to become that world-class leader? And it starts with having a world-class mindset. And that comes from, how do you have that world-class mindset? Well, you gotta completely change your habits, your routine, the way that you actually see yourself, the vision that you have for yourself and the way that you see the world. And you have to really live that way and believe that. And then I would work with them on creating a world-class brand. And for me, I think that there's never been a better time for people to really take ownership of their brand. I think that one of the biggest reasons why I'm successful, and if they want that, is relationships, man. It's the impression that you make on the world, how people see you, the relationships that you get. Listen, your life can change within one moment, one opportunity, one decision, one impression. I have when Ed met me today, I had one shot, one moment, one impression to make on Ed. For him to feel my spirit, for him to see in my eyes and understand how the humility I have, the humbleness that I have. You know, the honor and the respect that I had for him. In life comes down to that one moment. So for me, it's how are you becoming that world-class brand? How are you showing up to create those opportunities, to create those moments, to create these relationships? You want to inspire the world. You want to impact. We all have that purpose. We all have that gift. But are you living world-class? And last but not least, are you living as a world-class leader? As a father, as a husband, as a wife, as a daughter, as a teacher, as a fireman, as a cop, as an entrepreneur, as a CEO. How are you showing up as a leader in the world? And that comes down to your character. So for me, I would really dive into those three aspects, and that's it. Once you inherit that living world class, I want you to comment right now that I am world class. I want you to write it, I am world class. And that's what it's about.